Um, okay, hello everyone. My name is Laquan Williams, and today in this video, I'm going to be doing my review for the most recent and current episode of The Flash. It was aired on April 13th, 2022 on the CWTV network. That's when it aired. It's season 8, episode 11. It's called Resurrection. Obviously, this is cornered and centered around, obviously, Robbie Raymond, who is played by actor in real life, Robbie Amell, who is the brother of Stephen Amell, who played the Green Arrow. He's now back, obviously, but he's not playing Firestorm, the original character that he obviously was on this show years ago. Before he obviously his character unfortunately met his demise. He is now a different version. Well, this is a different version of Robbie Raymond. This is the Earth 2 version of him, his doppelganger, and that obviously is not Firestorm, it's Deathstorm, the darker, more evil version of him. I talked about this the last couple of weeks after I looked up on the DC Wikimedia slash fan Wikipedia type of pages where they will talk about the superheroes and the villains on there, and for specific, obviously, comic book companies, you can look up Marvel too, where they tell you about obviously the villains, the bad guys, their powers, their abilities, their origin stories, stuff like that. So this is obviously, like I said, not Robbie Raymond. The whole entire episode was based off of Resurrection, which is obviously him being brought back to life, and Caitlin Snow thought that she could do that obviously herself. She told everybody that she knew what she was doing. She was going to get her husband back by any means necessary. The whole entire team disagreed with her. What happened was the twist was one of them, I guess you could say, is Killer Frost agreed and said with the rest of the team, Flash, obviously Team Flash, she said she agreed with them, but she actually lied. It was a double cross. She told the whole entire team a lie, but behind their backs, she was helping Caitlin Snow, obviously, with the Robbie situation, because she said she was the only one alone who could do this, and if nobody wanted to help her, she was going to do it, no matter what the risks or costs were. It seemed like, obviously, Caitlin Snow didn't care about that. And obviously, with Deathstorm being free, and him obviously having all this power and these abilities, because she put the splicer on him, the I forgot what his the Firestorm splicer matrix that allows him to actually transform into him. He doesn't need a second person to become Firestorm slash Deathstorm. He already has it. So, and she actually gave that to him and put it on his body at the end of the episode, towards the end of the episode. And now he's obviously free. The end of the episode showed the cutscene where he told Caleb, "I'm not your Robbie. Your husband's dead. I'm Deathstorm," and we got to see what he fully looked like, and he looked pretty cool as a scary villain, obviously. And you're like, "Oh wow, this is insane." The whole situation with what's it called? What's it called? Her name, Tenya, and also Iris West, Allen, and I forgot the other Sue Dearborn has escalated. Iris West obviously made Tenya's mom, who she just met after abandoning her for like 10 years in foster care, and she obviously gave her up. She made her disappear because Iris West Allen has this time sickness disease that's hurting her, and she is allowing stuff, it's making stuff around her disappear. She's getting migraines and headaches, and Dion did not come to help her in this episode. We didn't see that. She didn't call for him, and she didn't tell Sue Dearborn about him, so I don't know what's going on with that. So Sue Dearborn tried to fight Tenya. Tenya obviously got mad and said, made Iris West Allen disappear, and they don't know where she's at. Barry was told by Barry was told by Sue Dearborn when she went to him and Iris West Allen's house. Iris is missing. Tenya used her powers to make her disappear to get revenge on Iris for making her mother accidentally disappear. How she was able to do that, I have no idea, because usually she's a phantom, they said. She's a Coast City Phantom. She walks through walls like Kitty Pryde does in the X-Men, obviously comic books. So that's what she does. But she was able to grab Iris West, her hands and wrists. It just made her disappear. So we don't know where she's at. She's in the Shadow Realm, the Phantom Zone. We have no idea. It's just weird. That was all really weird and annoying. I was kind of laughing where this episode pissed me off, just like last week's episode. It's not that actually even better. Caitlin was doing her usual BS, just like the last episode. I know what I'm doing. Everybody's gonna listen to me. I know I run stuff around here. Like how she told her mom and also Killer Frost in the last episode. This is how we're actually gonna trap the Black Flame slash Robbie, who is now Deathstorm. Who is Deathstorm? They didn't know obviously who it was, and that obviously what what he's able to do is he's able to twist everybody's guilt and sorrow against them. That's why he was able to use Chester's dead father to make Chester believe that his father actually was trying to talk to him. And he was the one actually committing all these crimes, but that's obviously not the case. We had no idea where Iris West is. Sue Dearborn trying to fight Tenya was laughable. She's literally a metahuman that could turn invisible, and walk through walls. You couldn't punch her at all. I thought that was laughable. I guess Sue Dearborn's going to stay around for the rest of the season. News on this web online is that this last season of The Flash will be a ninth one. The ninth one, we obviously know that they're saying it's going to be a shortened season. Other news is Jesse L. Martin, who plays Captain Joe West, he is going to be leaving the show as a series regular. It was announced yesterday. He will be on the next. He'll be in the season. I guess there's excuse me. He's still in this season, which is season 8. He'll probably be on for a couple more episodes which he filmed. As far as the 9th season, which they have not filmed yet, he will probably only have about 3 or 4 episodes there because it's going to be the last season. Carlos Valdez, who plays Cisco Ramon, will be back. Harrison Wells, played by Tom Cavanaugh, will be back as well. And they'll have reunion episodes throughout the last season of The Flash, obviously, because it'll be the last and final season which is the 9th one. Stephen Amell might even come back as Oliver Queen in some type of way. You never know. I have no idea. The Legends of Tomorrow still has not been renewed yet for a final 8th season. I'm going to look into that, and I guess we'll see what happens. So basically, in this episode, the whole entire team, I'll continue on with my review. Basically, on this whole entire episode, the team was trying to stop, like I said, Robbie. They said that even though Caitlin wants to save him, he's still dangerous and can't be trusted. And he's going to kill more people, which is the case, which is true, and that's obviously the sad truth of the matter, and that's the whole cold hard facts. And obviously, he has no legs to stand on, and he can't plead his case to the team because he's not Robbie Raymond from their Earth. He's from Earth 2, his doppelganger, the evil version of him, which is Deathstorm. So they try to stop him again using cold fusion. They did not ask anybody for help outside of Caitlin, who didn't want to help them. So she was doing her own separate thing, trying to save Robbie. Her mother was not there to help the team again. So they tried to stop, obviously, him. And what happened was Caitlin and Killer Frost interfered, broke the cold fusion, I guess you can say, object that they were trying to trap him in. He was released, and the Flash was told by Killer Frost. Barry was told by her, "This is Katie's decision if she wants to die, but she wants to save her husband. Let her do it." After she obviously aided her, I thought that was really weird that Killer Frost would say that it's her decision to make if she wants to die, even though you helped aid her to lie, and you lied to the team. So that was obviously very weird. But that's basically it. Like I said, and I know the show is obviously almost about to be over. It's the last season, which will be next season, season 9. It's just really been really annoying the last couple episodes. This Tanya situation's annoying. That I think it's finally over now. Where I thought this was really weird. She made Iris West Allen disappear, but she just left, and she has no idea where her mother is and how to find her. So I thought that was actually kind of weird. You haven't seen your mom in a while. She disappears, and now you're like, well, I'll make the person that who attacked her disappear because she made her disappear herself, and then I'm just gonna leave and threaten Sue Dearborn. Tanya told Sue Dearborn, "What I did to Iris, I will do to you if you follow me, and if you ever follow me again or bother me. Leave me alone." And she stormed off and left. Teenage angst. Who cares? I guess she doesn't care about her mother after all, which would be weird because if she did, she would have said, I'm not leaving until you guys bring my mother back." She just left and made Iris disappear, so she has no idea where her mother is and how to get her back. Obviously, her powers are not that advanced at all. And Dion's obviously the time god. He would be able to bring Iris back, and obviously Tanya's mother, but she's gone. That's basically it. There's really nothing else to talk about. Like I said, Joe West will be a regular cast member on the show. Jesse L. Martin, the actor who plays the character Captain Joe West. Looks like Kramer will be the police chief for the rest of the show. Unfortunately, I don't like the character. Barry's kids, him and Iris' kids, will probably be back towards the end of the season to help them take down Firestorm in some type of Deathstorm in some type of way in her capacity. Obviously, they'll be in the last season as well. That's basically it. The whole team is, like I said, once again trying to figure out a way that they can stop Deathstorm, and they failed again. And now Caitlin helped aid that, and Killer Frost. So I'm trying to figure out in the next episode, which would be season episode 12. It's called Death Rises. That you can see right here. I had the trailer pulled up on YouTube from the TV Promos YouTube channel. You have TV shows all on there. The promos for every new episode that is currently coming out next week. They have it up there like the same day as the current episode. So like The Flash is episode 11. They had the 12th one out the day when the current one came out just a couple days ago, yesterday on the 13th. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. The Superman Lois show won't be back until about another week and a half. They're currently on a hiatus, and The Flash will be on a hiatus for another week and a half. The next episode will be on the 27th, which will actually be 2 weeks from now. They're going on like a little 2-week hiatus. So the Robbie Raymond Deathstorm reveal at the end was like a cliffhanger for a mid-season finale, basically, you can kind of say, for the show, is what they're obviously going to be doing on the CWTV network. Like I said, the Superman Lois will be back on the 27th, I believe, around the same time The Flash will be back on, if I'm not mistaken. And Legends of Tomorrow has not been renewed yet for an 8th and final season. We'll see what happens, though. Like I said, The Flash, this is basically what's going on. I have no idea how many more ways they're going to figure out to try to stop Deathstorm. They have failed 3 times now, and I have no idea what they're going to do because he's smarter. He knows what they're going to do. He knows the whole entire team. He can read people's minds, literally, and twist reality. The only person that really tried to talk to Caitlin through figuring out Robbie was Cecile, but nobody, everybody else was just, and they had apologized to her, even though Caitlin was wrong at the end. And even though Barry said, I don't agree with this, he's going to come to Caitlin and say, I try to tell you. But she's going to say that she doesn't want to hear it. Obviously, I told you so is not the case, is not the what she wants to hear. That's actually the case. So we'll see what happens with that. Like I said, how many more ways can they try to stop him? I have no idea. And what they're going to do is try to trap him, because they tried multiple times and failed. Obviously, this most current recent attempt was aided by Caitlin Snow and Killer Frost. So there's no way that they can stop him now, obviously, without destroying him, which we believe is going to happen with Caitlin Snow being the final one to pull the trigger, because she's going to say, you're not my husband, you lied to me, this is for Robbie, and now he's obviously gone, so something will have to give with that. This current situation, obviously, but on the show it's okay, but like I said, the last couple episodes have really been getting on my nerves. You probably have been saying that yourself too. On the Facebook page for comicbook.com, people really actually told the truth about how they feel about the show. But I wanted to see what people are saying on this article for denofgeek.com. So it says, this person says, if they're going with Blackest Night, that line from Allegra had me excited, even in a condensed and compressed format of Deathstorm. After my first few seconds of excitement at the news that Robbie would be guesting as Robbie Raymond would be guesting as Ronnie for a couple episodes. She means Robbie and Mal will be guesting as Ronnie Raymond for a couple episodes. I was like, oh, this is going to break my heart for Caitlin again. She lost him 3 times now. Now it's the 4th time. If you include his Earth 2 counterparts, it would have been, this person says, it would have been nice to have Caitlin be approached by Cecile in private, or to her to be the one to come up to Cecile when she figured out the message, and have the team work to release Ronnie, let him pass on in peace at long last, and then have it actually have been Deathstorm using the energy Ronnie dispersed when he did die in the season 1 finale. And so that could be the form he takes. Now we learn along the way that some part of Ronnie is still there and he helps them defeat Deathstorm. He helps Team Flash defeat Deathstorm in the end. It still would have been sad, but it would have been necessary. It's the same with Alice and Batwoman. Also, it would have, that's what one comment said. I don't watch Batwoman. I know Alice in Wonderland, though. Also would allow the team to address this random thing that really has to be related. Chester and why the energy went after him. Now, I guess I didn't follow this, but he doesn't have a particular bond with Caitlin, so that couldn't be why Deathstorm went after him. But a plot point isn't Chester. Chester's not a metahuman like the bus metahumans. I believe they found him because he was accidentally forming wormholes. Then Team Flash found him when he was forming wormholes accidentally. Then they managed to heal him. But as far as I understood, that should have just allowed him to control his powers, and they gave him the cure. But it would seem like that his power is set, which the show has forgotten about. That might have been a good plan B for Deathstorm. Basically, what they're saying is some people are kind of, I guess, not liking how things are going with whole Deathstorm situation because they feel bad for Caitlin Snow. But yes, this is what happened. Deathstorm he got inside the minds of the team. He attacked Chester first, then he attacked Killer Frost, then he attacked Caitlin. The reason why he did that was to scare the team and to basically let him know what's going on, his presence. Let his presence be known, let him know what's going on. Obviously, for him to strike fear in them. So he basically, like I said, he's using the guilt of people and their sadness against them. So what he did to Caitlin Snow was he used, obviously, Robbie Raymond, her husband. Even though that's not him, he's dead. That's his doppelganger, Deathstorm. He attacked Caitlin Snow, Killer Frost, and tried to use her to get to Caitlin, and also attacking her mother. With Chester, he used his dead father, obviously, to make him feel guilty, to let his guard down, so he would give in to it. He's just attacking everybody based on their sorrows, and obviously the guilt that they feel, and their pain and misery and suffering to use to his advantage, because that's what he's doing. So that's basically what's going on. But yeah, he's not attacking anybody else because, like I said, separately, he's attacking the whole team together now as a collective unit, because everybody's going to try to take him down. We know, like I said, Caitlin Snow and with the help of Killer Frost probably will be the ones who will deal the final blow to him, figure out some way to stop him. And obviously, Caitlin's going to say, "This is for Robbie," and "I hope you die, you bastard," something like that. Obviously, we know it's going to be some cheesy line that they'll probably throw in there. You shouldn't trick me and use my husband against me, obviously. So we'll see what happens with that. But like I said, the show has been okay. The last couple episodes really have not been entertaining. It's been annoying. The side quest missions with Tenya and Sue Dearborn and Iris West. It's looking like it's finally going to be over. I'm so happy for that because it's been really annoying, like I said. Now, as we saw, Iris West got disappeared and thrown into the Phantom Zone or the Shadow Realm. She just got snapped like Thanos style by Tenya. How she was able to do that, I have no idea. Obviously, you've seen it yourself. You probably would think, how could she do that? She's able to walk through walls, but I guess her powers allow her to do that. They say she's called the Coast City Phantom. She used her phantom powers to send Iris West to the Phantom Zone, like I said, or the Shadow Realm. I have no idea, but Dion will have to help find her. Dion's going to get contacted by Barry somehow, and he's going to ask Dion. Barry Allen's going to ask him if he can help him find Iris and where is she at, what specific timeline, what Earth she's on, where she's at, obviously, what year she's even in, obviously, where Tenya actually sent her. We have no idea, obviously. She's not in hell or purgatory, obviously, or heaven, but she's somewhere stuck in some possible temporal time zone. I have no idea. We'll see what happens with that. But like I said, the show, the last couple episodes have been really annoying. The last one I enjoyed was the one with Jocko a couple of weeks ago, where Barry helped him and his kid reunite, obviously, helped clear his name as well, because Barry did not believe that he was guilty. He believed that he was a changed man, trying to be a better father, and he gave him the benefit of the doubt, because Barry saw his father in Jocko and what he was trying to do with his son to bond with him and to make up for lost times, obviously, and his father going to jail for killing his mother, even though he was innocent. Obviously, Barry Allen's dad. So we'll see what happens with the show, with the rest of the show, obviously. Unfortunately, Jesse L. Martin will not no longer be on the show for the remainder of the season. I think he got, as far as the rest of it, maybe minus a couple episodes. As far as the whole entire thing, I don't think so. It's possible. I have no idea. He was missing for a couple episodes anyways. It was no surprise that this is his last season. He's been on the show since the beginning as a regular reoccurring cast member. He is going to be on a new show on NBC. I don't know what it's called. The pilot's about to start. Some people were saying, is he going to go back to Law & Order, since the original Law & Order show is back now? But that might not be the case. He could make an appearance. I have no idea. Anthony Anderson and Jeffrey Donovan are the two main characters on the show as far as detectives go. We'll see if, obviously, Anthony Anderson is on it in the beginning, but so is Jesse L. Martin. I don't know if they're going to bring him back, though. But he will no longer be Captain Joe West on the show, now retired, obviously. Which they had in the last couple episodes too. Him talking about going to having retirement, obviously, downtime, fishing, and whatnot. Him and Cecile hanging out with their kid. I don't know how they're gonna phase him out, because him and Cecile are married and they have a kid together. So I have no idea how that's gonna happen. Obviously, it's gonna be very weird, but we'll see what happens on the show. On the Flash, when it continues on, obviously, in a couple more weeks, which will be season 8, episode 12, which is called Death Rises. That's when it'll come back on the same day as Superman and Lois. And obviously, we will see what's going to be happening with the last season of The Flash. Will the 9th season be cut in half and shortened, like some articles are suggesting? And obviously, we know it's going to end, obviously, because months ago, Grant Gustin was kind of like on the fence about signing one more contract for the show. But he has, and That's what's going to happen. Jesse L. Martin will be back on the show in the ninth and final season, along with Cisco Ramon, played by Carlos Valdez, the actor, and also Tom Cavanaugh, who plays Harrison Wells. They'll be back on when this show's over in its final season to make, little guest cameo appearances. Camille, Cisco's girlfriend, who's the photographer, they'll be coming back making, little guest appearances. Other characters from other shows, like the Green Arrow and other shows, will be back on there to do the last season, the last team up ever. Obviously, little cameos slash team ups, and also the word I was gonna say is yeah, that's basically it. Crossovers. That's basically it. Other shows, like I said, whoever's on. Batwoman's still on, Naomi, Stargirl, and obviously Legends of Tomorrow. But we don't know if Legends of Tomorrow is actually going to get a last season, so because that show is on the fence right now, / in the bubble. So we'll see what happens with that. That's the end of my review for The Flash, season 8, episode 10, titled Resurrection. Thank you again for watching. That's it. And like I said, the show will be back on in a couple more weeks. Oh, excuse me. This was season 8, episode 11, titled Resurrection. Season 8, episode 10, Reckless, was the previous one. Now it's going to be a couple more weeks until we see the show back on, which will be the same day as Superman Lois is back from its hiatus. That episode will be on the 27th. It will be season 8, episode 12, titled Death Rises. As you can see, I have the trailer pulled up right here. You can watch it on TV Promo's website, on their YouTube channel. I guess they have a website, but all the videos are on YouTube. You can also type it online, A Flash Season 8, Episode 12 trailer. That's basically it. Thank you again for watching my video, and that's the end of my review, again, for The Flash's current episode, Season 8, Episode 11, titled Resurrection. Thank you again for watching. Goodbye. Thank you.